Okay, YouTube, I'm out here at my little building, my bike shed, and my ramps are behind me. I've got a handful of Sportster parts, battery cover, and seat that I took off of that 96 little chopper that I'm building. And I've got all this stuff to get a bike off of my trailer and probably change the seat on it and start pedaling on a new project. So let's go find out what I got. Got my coffee. Live in the greatest country in the world. And I got a new bike. Life is good. Let's get in the truck. Here it is. Bought another Sportster. This is a 2001. It's an 883. It's got about 22,000 miles on it. It's basically stock. But I bought this just to kind of be a little runaround bike for myself, actually. I'm not going to make any crazy project out of this. And I'm not going to sell this one. I'm going to de-dorkify it. And we'll talk a little bit about that once I get to the shop. So let's go start the truck up and let it warm up because it's like 30 degrees today. Maybe even colder than that. And head to the big shop. Alright, so we are cruising to the shop now with the bike behind us. And I bought this yesterday from a lady who lives about an hour south of here. Like I said, it's a 2001 883 Sportster. It's 5-speed, got like 20-something thousand miles on it. She was asking $2,500 for it, and I gave her $2 grand. So I think that's a fair deal. I don't think it's like a screaming deal, but I think that's a pretty good price for what it is. I don't want to say it needs nothing, but it runs, it rides, it shifts, it stops, the tires are decent. There's nothing like glaringly wrong with it. It doesn't have any major problems. You can pretty much just get on it right now and ride it wherever you want to go. And I rode it yesterday some before I bought it. But I mostly bought this to have a second Harley. I prefer to ride my Ironhead over my Honda, and I might actually sell the Honda now that I've got another Harley. I'm going to keep this one. This won't be a project. So I'm going to turn the phone off and drive. And this is the part where I would usually have some music to go with my time lapse, but I recently had a couple videos taken down off of YouTube over music copyright. And it's frustrating because the music in those videos was used from the freemusicarchive.org or .com, whichever it is, and used under a Creative Commons license for a non-commercial project. At this time, my YouTube channel is not monetized. I don't make any money off of this, and I copied all of the Creative Commons use licensing legalese and linked to the artist. It's kind of frustrating that somebody puts music up that's supposed to be free and then later comes back and says, "Oops, sorry buddy, you can't use my free music that I put up on the free music website." So I'm still trying to find a better music solution. Okay, so the bike's off the trailer, and we'll just do a quick little walk around of it. It's obviously red, but this is not factory paint. Somebody has repainted this. I don't know if it comes through quite on video. It's an okay paint job. It might even be a really good rattle can job, if I'm being honest. It doesn't look too bad. It's like a good 10 or 15 footer. You get up close on it and it doesn't look that great. It might look a little bit better with like some clear coat sprayed over top of it. I don't know. Anyways, I've got a little tidying up to do, just little piddly stuff like gas tank vent. Right now the bike will fire right up, but it doesn't really like to idle with the choke all the way off. I don't think that it's a carburetor like air fuel mixture issue. I actually just think that they have the idle speed just set too low. It runs pretty good. I might still get into the carburetor. Somebody's put an LED headlight on the front. I'm neither here nor there about it. I don't really like the bars on this. They're too wide for me and just kind of too big and swoopy. Those look like those should be like on a big twin or something. Turn signals, these are super dorky. I hate those. Those are gonna have to go. Not really crazy about these mirrors. Not crazy about the big chunky plastic late 90s, early 2000s Harley controls. That's my biggest complaint on this bike. I'd really like to clean all of that up. So I'm gonna do that, and then coming back, same thing with the seat. This is just too big of a seat for this bike in my opinion, and this little kind of cheesy back backrest thing. I don't know. Again, all of that just kind of says big twin to me. That's like touring bike stuff. I don't really think it belongs on a Sportster, so we're going to delete all of that and just put a solo seat on this thing. Obviously, we're missing the battery cover, but it is a brand new battery, so that's nice. But I've got an extra battery cover. I brought one with me today. And then, yeah, I'm not crazy about the rear turn signals or the rear brake light, but I could probably live with those for a while. I might put some smaller turn signals and a smaller brake light on it at some point in time, and I might even move the tag bracket down. I'm not sure. I don't know. Probably end up with some big holes in the fender if I do that, so that might require a new fender. But belt seems like it's in pretty good shape. Tires all seem in pretty good shape and fairly new. They're a couple of years old, reading the DOT stamp on them. It has some kind of slip-on pipe, and honestly, this thing is a little too loud for me. I might do a 2-into-1 exhaust onto this with a good muffler and see if I can't get it a little bit quieter. I don't really like the way that crossover pipe between the two header primaries looks, so I don't know. For now, I'll probably just keep the exhaust the way it is, even though it is too loud for me. I'm not really crazy about it. And speaking of, why don't we just start this thing up so you can hear it for yourselves? Let's see how this goes. It's pretty cold today. It's like 30 degrees right now, and I haven't started this bike, so. That on? Yeah, that must be on. Choke out, run, and see if I can do this. I might have to try and keep it running with my hand. So that's too loud for me, I think. It doesn't sound bad. Bet a lot of people will probably listen to it and be like, hell yeah, brother, sounds great. But little too loud for me, especially for something I'm cranking up early in the morning and riding to work. But I think this bike might actually have a vacuum leak. That'll all be stuff to get to when I actually get into it. I really just wanted to show it to you guys and you know, let you know, got another project to piddle with. This one won't be anything crazy. I'm not going to build this bike. It's really just going to be unbolt a few parts I don't like, bolt on a few parts that I do like, and ride it. And that's good enough sometimes. Not everything has to be crazy big custom projects. So I'm looking forward to this. This should be good. I don't know. I don't think it sounds as good as an Ironhead. It definitely doesn't look as cool as an Ironhead, but it's still cool. Okay, enough motorcycle shit for now. I've actually got to get some real work done to pay the bills, to do stuff like that. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.